Hey y'all, this is the kitchen oracle walkthrough. Yeah, where we can get up close and personal with my baby. You can see you can see some of my drawings and all of that good stuff. So okay, we got first cake plate. All right, hold on. There we go. We got cake plate for recognition, receiving accolades or rewards, status or acknowledgement. What a beautiful cake. Coffee mugs for a symbol of good friendships, kindred spirits, and companionships. Toaster, surprise, shock, something unexpected. I feel like that one was just, when it came to me, I was like, oh my gosh, that's so perfect. Dutch oven, one of my favorite things to cook out of. Soups especially. Empathy, compassion, and understanding. Which, yeah. Since I like to cook soups out of that, I felt like compassion and empathy was absolutely what I felt coming from the Dutch oven. Dining table for gatherings, reunions, family, kin matters, togetherness, and kindred. Kindred spirits are just, kindred relations. Silverware, using what you got to get what you need. Another word for this too can be resourcefulness. Ice water for relax, release control, allow things to be resolved on their own. I think that was like one of the first ones I drew. Then we have glass of water for cooling your head, calm down, and clarity comes when you're calm. You can kind of tell I did these all at different times because the way that I wrote the text is different. But okay. Microwave for a quick turnaround of events for better or worse. Plate for attend to your responsibilities, keep your word, have integrity. Groceries. Look at that. That picture. Honestly, this is the one that I was like, okay, I can create this whole deck. 'Cause this was one of the first ones that I created too. But anyway, groceries for nourishment, indulgence, and an essential need being met. Ladle for consider a trusted mentor or elder for guidance. Kitchen towel for small mishaps or inconveniences that can be easily fixed. Hey, like, don't that just seem so perfect? Toothpick for pay attention to the details, get more information, and ask further questions. Hold on, y'all. Let me adjust my leg. Mason jar for a symbol of reliability, faithfulness, and great devotion. Oops. Kitchen timer for pay attention to the timing of events, and time management is key. Wine glass for release the need to be involved and take a step back to see the bigger picture. It's like passiveness with the wine glass. Straw for focus and remove any unnecessary distractions. Ice cream scoop for sweet relief, rest, and relaxation. Fridge for keeping up with keeping up with order and proper management of resources, time, and energy. This is one of my favorite cards, but it's to really understand what it means, it has to be kind of like used in the reading. But yeah, it holds such a good message for me. But yes. Chef's knife, a discussion, negotiation, talking it through, or confrontation. Grater for the tough process of forgiveness, offering apologies, making amends, and changing hurtful behavior. This one took so many tries to draw, and I settled on this one, but I wasted so many cards trying to draw greater. But again, one of my favorite cards. When it came to me, I was like, oh, the spirits want to make sure that this is something that gets focused on whenever it comes up. Colander, for sharing your knowledge, ideas, or thoughts with someone. Cleaver, cutting deep ties and problem solving for dense conflict. Now, I don't typically see cleavers in like typical kitchens. People don't typically use this unless you're like cutting big, through big bones and things like that. But I felt like it still deserved to be. It like came up. It deserved to still be shared. Dish soap for success, victory, and accomplishment. Cast iron skillet for strong warrior-like protection surround you, and anger and ferocity are your companions. Man, and that's homage to Harriet Tubman, I'm not gonna lie. Whisk for mixing things up, trying a different or alternative method, or breaking down and rearranging the process for a new variation. So many ways to say that, but I feel like all of them deserve to be on the card. Cookie sheet for heartfelt moments, bonding with someone special, connections, and relationships. Get the little heart cookies on there. I feel like that needed to be highlighted. Trash can for time to clean up your physical space and get rid of things you don't need. Look, I tried to do a little background on some of these, but it ain't, I ain't commit to it. But anyway, bowl for home, comfort, safety, and belonging. And for you are being held through your circumstances. I love when this message comes up for me, honestly. I love it, but sometimes I'll be like, I don't feel like that. All right, coffee pot for stay alert to signs and synchronicities. Teapot for remembering deceased loved ones. Yeah, this card was very special. I was like, really, y'all want me to put this in here? I wanted to take the woo-woo, the scariness out of it, but there's nothing scary about your deceased loved ones, so this card deserves to be in here. Teacup for happy times, cheerfulness, satisfaction, and love is in the air. Deep freezer. Now this ain't in the kitchen, but it matters. Deep freezer for protect yourself from enemies or antagonism, and know who the enemy is and defend yourself. Butter knife. Now I had a little mess up, but we ride. For the personal deck, we ride. But butter knife for quick and easy solutions to problems and frustrations, and the answer is nearby. Sponge for there's always something new to learn, right? Because you soak up things like a sponge. I don't know. Actually, I do know. Cabinets, things waiting to be discovered. Oven mitts for handle with care and caution. Because sometimes you just need to know that about a certain situation. Handle it with care and caution. Cake spatula for glamour, presentation, appearance, and dressing to your best. Spoons for honoring your capacity, prioritize the necessities, and acknowledge your care needs. Pots and pans for chaos, commotion, confusion, and drama. Glass bowl for preparation, planning ahead, or laying out the groundwork. Another way that I like to look at this card too is if you are into this, it is for ritual work. I didn't put it on here, but for my personal notes, that is also associated with this card. oven for give things time to come together, slower but steady results. Patience, and for patience will give you what you need. Stovetop, cooking up something good. Alchemy, active work, hard work soon paying off. Ice, for something is on hold. Blockages, obstacles deterring success, and wait before taking action. I like hate when I get this card, but it be so for real. It'd be like, oh, dang, I gotta. I'm so impatient. But I hate when I get this card, but it'd be like, it's necessary to know when a situation has this kind of thing going on. Spice rack, for ancestors or spirits giving you a message, ritual, or recipe to help you. And it doesn't necessarily have to be ancestors or spirits, but I do like to think of this card when it's like, you kind of get that intuition about something, or you get that intuitive message or ritual or recipe to help you. Not necessarily like someone has to give it to you, though it could come from a person. But yeah, it's still kind of like an intuitive movement that is happening. Fork, for incoming message, or someone needs to tell you something. Tupperware, for gossip. Tupperware, for gossip, sharing stories, or spreading the word. Because you get that Tupperware away, that's with your folks that you be talking to. Okay, anyway. Teaspoon, for be mindful of your health and wellness. Dirty dishes, for tension, arguments, turmoil, conflict that needs to be addressed. Cooking spoon, for a taste of something good to come. There was a moment where I was going to change this to like just a taste of something to come, but I felt like it needed to stay as something good to come. And I love when this card comes up, because I be like, thank you. Especially like when I be like needing it, like, thank you. Can opener, for take a look into the past, memories, and remembering. Pot with a lid, which kind of looks like a Dutch oven, but in my house there's two different kinds. There's a Dutch oven and then there's pots with lids. Okay, so this is take cover, introspection, and retreat only with those you trust. Rolling pin, for travel, journey, movement, activities, and action is also something else that I usually see with this card when it comes up. Frying pan, for your spirit team is ready to assist you. And again, this is like kind of like Spice Rack, where it doesn't necessarily need to be spirits, but for my own personal deck, and because I work with spirits a lot, it is what it is. Okay, but it doesn't necessarily have to be spirits. It can be people moving with your spirits, moving people in your life to help you, or moving a situation, or animals or plants, whoever, to help you at whenever this card comes up. These are champagne flutes, not wine flutes, but we still carry on. Okay, so champagne flutes, for have fun, enjoyment, and celebration. Spatula, for enacting dramatic change, having charge and conviction, and standing up for what you believe in. Apron, I haven't seen this card in a while, so I kind of forgot it was here. Apron, where a cloak of protection and support surrounds you. Lean into it. Now, a lot of people don't even cook with aprons anymore, but again, like, it needed to be here. Tongs for you have the upper hand or ability to influence the situation. Cutting board for wisdom, insight, and good judgment. Bread box for needing to keep a secret, keep it to yourself, or withholding information. Now this is also a love-hate card, because it'd be like, who's keeping secrets from you? But sometimes this card reminds me and teaches me that sometimes withholding information, or not necessarily being deceitful, but keeping things to yourself is a good practice to have in certain situations. You know, people get to have their secrets is also another thing that I always am reminded of with that card, that people get to have their sense of privacy. Kitchen sink for time for a cleanse, keeping up with personal hygiene. Again, one of my favorite cards, because spirits be really wanting to be on me and others about personal hygiene and what that looks like. Lids for lies, deception, sneakiness, unhelpful energy, or people. Okay, so that's why we didn't need bread box to be all about deceit, because lids already had it covered. Salt and pepper shakers, extraordinary miracles or happenings. And our last one, measuring spoons for it's the small things, and each step makes up the big picture, and give credit to the mundane. All right, so that's what I have so far. Like I said, I've been thinking of other things to add to this deck, like a crock pot came to me. A spill keeps coming to me, like to do one about spill. But when I update it, I will share that. I will share that with this deck. But I hope that for now you all enjoyed what I have so far. I really do love the Kitchen Oracle.